There she is. Good morning, guys. As you can tell, the weather is a little bit grey today. It feels like the summer we've been on is over. Here's Josh. Ali has been this morning to drop his trailer off, and we're going to try and get that beast onto there.
The window thing down straight off the van.
That's not a good sign for the day, is it? Oh look, they've cleared out this space here as well. Amazing what a bit of clearing does to show you how amazing this tree is here. I can't imagine it working at this point, but that's where his confidence is better than mine. Guys, 10 weeks until the swirl. I'm getting extremely excited. Made on the Road, who are coming, are going to be making the film with us that will get made on tour, as well as the book through the publishing house Boz. So if you haven't got your tickets, do get them. Flights are dirt cheap in November. That's one of the reasons for us creatives getting together in November. On Sunday, I had the first sort of proper normal experience back in the woods again. And that's what I want to get back to, really. This sort of ambient experience of just being in the woods, having fires, maybe doing simple experiments, but not sort of necessarily slogging our guts the whole time. I got a little clip from my first ventures into the flow experiments, which I'll put in now. Got a few friends, 6 or 7 or 8 of us tonight. Sit around the fire, have some food. But I'm going to try and get the first clip of 360 content of the woods. As a bit of a baseline, really, on this beautiful ambient evening. There's the bird song, the owls coming in for the evening. So that we've got some experience digitally that we can put people in and to see how their brain responds to it. I guess trying to learn the science behind what I know to be very powerful here in the woods. Between the 360 camera, the audio from this Zoom mic, and then the EEG readings, once I learn what they mean, we should have our first little bit of, well, flow really, of experience, stimulus, response. And the goal of this is to create new knowledge, not just for me, but to share it with you, and maybe genuinely novel and creative and new. When you're digging with new tools, you don't know what you'll find. I've got you a spatula.
Oh, thank you.
The first fire of V2.2.
It's a measly start. I don't want to vlog that.
That's exactly what you want to blog. Random mesh might be the one for the grill. Welcome to the new woodland setup. So check this out. I don't think you're ready to see this, guys, but this is an electroencephalogram, and we turn it on. See the lights on? I look a little bit like someone from Star Trek. I use Muse Direct because what I care about is the raw electroencephalogram feed. Just connect to the headset, and this, my friends, is my raw feed. 4 sensors: left ear, left forehead, right ear. Now, I don't know what these measurements mean on the right. I don't know what that unit is. But this is taking a live feed straight from my brain, and then you can record these sessions and output them in an Excel spreadsheet. So that will be our first biometric reading. If any of you know what the difference between delta, theta, alpha, beta and gamma are, please let me know. We no longer have to use proxies to intelligence. We can actually look at the flow of intelligence, the relationship between our brain, us, and our environments in real time, and gain insights from that. That is what these new tools are offering. I've come into a nice bit of the woodland with the sun. I think we got it. Okay. Okay, I think that's right. And it's nice just to imagine you're just sitting in the evening sun next to a big sturdy tree in this ancient woodland. Oh, probably by the time I film the rest of this vlog, I'll know whether that content has worked or not. Also, got a great 60-second clip from the network from David Cragg. Check this out. very encouraging seeing people taking these ideas and making them happen in their own lives, making little spots of Corcovado all over the place, not just these main bases that we're working with. And the other thing I got in the post is the Corcovado logo stamp. Remember the English stamp company sent us one for Brenda's cottage? Boom. Yeah. Alright, this is going to go on any products, I think, any packaging or products. Boom, 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 boom. Back to today's task. Holy moly, what is all this about?
I'm kind of going for a slightly different approach this time.
What do you mean?
So something a bit more steady. Instead of putting the wood on the floor, put wheels on the floor and then put the wood on the wheel.
Yeah, okay, it's got a wider base to begin with. You're always full of surprises, mate. So Josh did manage the other day to get old Betty out with the guys that bought it. I need to catch up with them actually and find out how they got on. So it took all day. So we're thinking that today we might do well if we're able to get the hut onto the trailer. The problem is it's already incredibly tall. It's going to be extra tall on there. Yes, I love this idea. I mean, if the tyre popped, the whole thing will just go.
No, well, then just got the rig.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can build a picture in my head
Yeah.
of what I'm going to do, and then I can think, right, I'm going to need this, and this. Oh no, that's not going to work because of this. And then I can think, right, I'm going to need this much stuff to get the job done.
Exactly.
And then it works.
Exactly. If any of you do have a job where you just don't know how to get it done, and it's something to do with stuff like this, like physically moving something or building something, and you can't find someone who gets it, I'll put Josh's details in, give him a ring. Well, it probably doesn't even matter really where you are. If you're paying him to go, he'll probably come and enjoy the trip as well. You know, you don't meet many people like Josh. He's got a unique set of skills, and he's still helping 18 months later. I guess now we're going to go to level 2, jack it up again. There's no doubt that huts are a labour of love. Look at these crazy mushrooms. Level 2, tyre plus log. Goes without saying, guys, we've got to get this jacked up high enough so that that bed can just slide underneath. I think it could be 3 to get above it. It's my one little bit of work. Bit of lunch, get some more blocks from the woods, and hopefully this is the last trip. Maybe. Grabbing the last few chocks. Should we just sit for a bit of food on one of the chocks first?
Yeah, can do.
This is the old social space. That's where the dance floor was. Proper quiet, isn't it? I think when you sit down as well, everything looks bigger as well. I seriously think that places like this that have quiet and don't have internet or cell reception will become really desirable, expensive places that people are desperate to go. I'm not looking to make a business out of it, but I think that it is going to be a very powerful business, these forest bathing situations, because it is countercultural. It's different what you can get in here to anywhere else. We need these ratchets to tie the hut down. It's the only thing about being deep in the woods is when you forget something, it takes about 15 minutes to go and get it back. Now we're getting into Jenga territory.
Jenga!
It's a bit squeaky, isn't it? It feels dodgy. It begins to feel very dodgy again. So hopefully as we line the trailer up, we'll see that it does actually just about clear. It looks like it might actually work. With one more block on, It's just so much more intimidating like this. It's wobbly and it's big and it's tall and it's heavy.
Hold on.
Toyed like a toiger. I think we need to go up another half block. It's just whip off the bottom plank because it's costing us an inch and we don't really have an inch. That's the only thing we have to chop off. That'll be alright. I've got a feeling we might have to take the whole lid off to get down the road. Take 3. Actually, you got quite a lot of clearance once you get past the first beam. It's on Ali's trailer. I've got no idea whether he's going to take one look at it and say, "Are you kidding me? I can't do that." The ratchets probably won't reach over the top of it. But we're giving it its best shot to have a life and not be burnt to the ground. We'll just have to see. We better go take the chocks out and have a chat with Ali and see what he says. 2 very exciting things. Firstly, I've just seen the first image of where Betty's gone. Check that out. That is amazing. What a great spot that is. And secondly, Ali is on the way back. He'll be here at 6 o'clock, so in an hour or 2. So we're going to go down the pub and then we're going to give it a blast. They've sent me a video as well. Here she comes. It's like the trees are cut perfectly for her. Oh, look how tight that is passing the car. Oh my gosh, we're about to have this times 10. Sorry for the radio silence. We've been having a nightmare with the planning application for the hut. It's pretty much the same story at the cottage. Weirdly, it was a town meeting. They had to change venue because so many people showed up to complain. It all got very personal and ridiculous, and we've been licking our wounds. Anyway, we don't need planning permission to have the hut in the garden. We're just trying to get permission to use it commercially. Turns out we might be able to pay more council tax and have it as a 4th bedroom and use it for any Airbnb anyway. Had no idea it was going to go that way, so a bit of a shock. Yeah, such a pain in the butt. On the bright side, Betty looks wonderful in a new setting and we love her. Aww. Well, it looks as good as it could look. 2 straps down the side, strap round the belly. Just got pre-matched nerves now, waiting for Ali to come. Even if the hut arrives in the woods in 3 pieces, that would be fine. What's the initial thought, Ali?
Be fine.
Fine.
No problem.
Not a problem.
Wing it if it comes to it.
I think winging it, it's already come to that. I'm interested in this first turn.
Go back and then come out here.
He goes, well, nothing really. That's the first thing, is it moves. He's making good use of his landy there. Oh my life. It's bobbling along, isn't it? This is a bit one of the wobbliest bits, and it's wobbly. Me, it's wobbly. Shit, that is the wobble bag. That is a whole sack of wobble. Now that is a mobile home if ever I've seen one. Did that seem alright to you? It looked good. It looked better than I thought.
It got a bit of a rock on, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, there was a proper wobble moment, mate. The next challenge is the first houses have these tight hedges, and I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go, but if we get through there, I don't think there's anything tighter. It looks good, doesn't it? It doesn't look too wide for the road. I'm going to have more footage than I've ever had, but I just can't stop filming. This is it. This is where it tightens up. Oh dear, it's just a bit of a branch. Shaving the bushes a little bit. So far so good. Oh, it's pretty tight. This is tight. This is hot jenga. Oh my gosh. I should probably steer clear a bit. So far it's playing ball. Only took a little bit of the hedge off. I'm so glad they've cut their hedges. If they hadn't cut their hedges, we would be getting murked. Oh my gosh, we're done. We're through the tightest part. Hallelujah. All right, all right. How you doing?
We sort of got used to having it around.
It's on its way now. And so am I. This is me leaving.
Is it?
Yeah, it was too hard here. It was always too hard from the beginning. Did you see how tight that was?
Yeah, really tight.
It's almost like it was cut perfectly though.
Actually,
I mean,
we've just had it
have you
cut.
just had it cut?
Yeah, because it's been cut this week. So there you go. Especially.
Oh, perfectly. Thank you. All right, take care.
All right. See ya.
And that was one of the friendliest neighbourly interactions I've had. Probably because I'm leaving. I've had a lot of learning up this lane, cooking on the open fire, learning all sorts of stuff. I learned that big properties can be too much and that I don't want a big property even if I could buy one, afford one. Hey. Yeah, we did in the end. It's on its way. Actually, it's amazing to think I hadn't met Josh or Ali before this project began. Like when we did the first hut move, it was Louis and Andy, it was Sam Bishop, it's friends I had met before, but actually one local, one YouTube friend. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool in its own right. Is that Toby? Toby the woodsman.
I can believe it, knowing it's yours. I'm just glad you didn't have to go round a roundabout with it.
Job done, I'm out of the cottage now, out of there, so back to basics.
Basics is good.
It is good, mate, it is good. I stayed in there on Sunday night. I just had the simplicity of you know, just the simplicity.
Humble living.
This is what it is. It doesn't need to be anything other than that.
And also it's nice to be reminded.
Yeah.
I've got to love you and leave you, Dave.
Take care, have a good one.
See you soon, mate. Bye-bye.
New gate. It's doing all right. It's one of the tightest bits of the whole trip. We've still got a ditch to get over. Well, it went so well. That went...
We're not there yet.
No,
Yeah, don't jinx.
2/3 went so well.
We're not there yet.
All right, let's do it. The final furlong. We're back, people, we're back. With a vengeance. Right, there's our bridge. Let's see if it likes it. So far, so good. So far, so good. The wagon's up. Yeah. Oh. The trailer got quite close to the ground. Oh my gosh. I think you might be an actual ninja, Ali. Oh, look, it's off the ground. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That was my next trick.
Oh, yeah, that was good. This wheel was clear off the ground at one point. She's finally home, where she belongs. See you soon, Ali. And we can just enjoy it now.
I can't wait for barbecue.
Next barbecue, yes, mate.
I'll cook.
Ah, legend, what a hero. I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful looking hut in a more beautiful frame. It's absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Guys, I think you know what happens from here. I'm gonna say, I'll catch you later. I'll see you next Thursday, 9 PM, or in 10 weeks at the Swirl in Scotland, or then the week after in Lyon, or the week after that in Frescano, or the 4th and final week back here. Get your tickets. I know they're going to start going now the weather's turning and people start thinking, oh, what am I going to do in the winter? And how am I going to spend my time? And what new friends am I going to make? And what am I going to create? And that's the place to think about it. Big love to Josh, mate. I really appreciate it, fella. Peace out, guys. And she's down. A new chapter begins.